Welcome back for the race review of the 2016 F1 Austrian GP. We had a very interesting qualifying with different penalties being handed out, leading to Hulkenberg starting from P2 and Button from P3. Hamilton did have the pole. And the start, well, Hamilton didn't have the best start, but he didn't need to because Hulkenberg pretty much stalled on the line and lost a lot of positions there. And Button actually had a decent start and could follow Hamilton and to P2 and just had a decent first stint, drove away a bit. Nothing special there eventually, but he'd lose out to the Mercs, to the Ferraris, and to the Red Bulls, and he could drive it home from there. That would be P7, if not for Vettel. Ferrari did an interesting strategy basically for both. I mean, both Sebastian and Kimi drove a long stint on the super softs they started on, but Vettel drove too long. His tires didn't last, and his right rear tire exploded. Interesting. That makes it made it interesting. Got a safety car out, and that's it was just a really bad mistake from Ferrari, I'd say, that they drove that long on a super soft that the tire basically explodes. Everybody else had stopped, so it made no sense to keep driving, I think. So Vettel out there, which means that Button could drive his car home to sixth. Then the end of the race, it got really exciting. I mean, up front you had both Hamilton. No, well, Rosberg basically got in the lead somewhere, and Hamilton just closed the gap. And in the last lap, it came to a clash, and even a crash. And well, my opinion on this specific case is that Rosberg went over the line. He just drove his car into the side of Hamilton's car, and I'm guessing he's going to get a penalty for that, and he deserves it as well for this case. Having said that, in general, I think Hamilton executes these kind of moves where he wants to basically pass Rosberg on a, well, not so clean side note, in which he does actually quite often. Most often when he gets a chance at the start, he will do that. But then he just taps his tires against those of Rosberg, leaving Rosberg to go wide. And yeah, it's just Rosberg didn't execute this well. He could have taken the apex and steered his car to use basically the line, to follow the line and go to the curbs, forcing Hamilton to go off the racing track there. It would leave it, it yeah it, I think Rosberg would have had the win there, and we would all call it a fair fight. And now, yeah, Rosberg just made a dumb mistake for trying to do this, whatever this was. I don't even think it's a mistake. It's just dumb. Um, then behind that were Max and Kimi fighting for P3 actually. But yeah, then Rosberg lost his front wing in the crash with Hamilton. So Max and Kimi both drove past Rosberg to take P2 and P3. Awesome drive from Max. I mean, letting those tires last that long, amazing. I mean, he was also the only one for a lot of laps actually, that he was the only one to be able during the second stint to be able to follow um, Rosberg and Hamilton into the 1.9s, and whilst Ricciardo behind and Raikkonen had trouble getting into the 1.9s, they drove a significant amount of laps. They still drove 1.10s, so that was really amazing. For me, Max is also the driver of the day because of that. I mean, letting those tires last that long is just amazing. I mean, yeah, that's just basically it. The dunce for me is Rosberg. I mean, why this? I mean, even if he would take his loss, he would come second, and now he's fourth, but will probably get a penalty. I don't know if it would affect the race outcome for this race or that he'll get a grid penalty for next race. We'll have to wait and see. And, well, surprise for me really is Wehrlein. I mean, during the safety car, he was a lap down, even though he started from 10th. Or, well, nah, I believe he had a slight penalty. I mean, Massa would have started from. No, wait, P9. Whatever. I'm babbling. Don't mind me. But Wehrlein got back from the safety car, and yeah, he finished in P10, being the second driver for Manor to get into the points after Gilles Bianchi. I find that really, really impressive. I mean, I didn't expect that. I mean, he was behind Harianto at a certain point. He was down to P20 and then driving Manor to P10. Just amazing. Good job to him. Really good job. And well, that was it. See you guys next week. Silverstone looks to be a promising race. Bye.